Let's see. If everybody would just mute themselves for a short time. For it. What I'm going to do tonight is begin with a short video that I just put together that we're using for beginners. My name is Bob Huttinga. I've been a physician assistant for the past 50 years. About 20 years ago, Barb and I started the Healing Center in Lakeview, Michigan. A few years back, we sold the business to Mark and Tanya Nichols, who operate it now. Tonight, we're going to talk about how to have a successful start using the Feel Great system. There are two parts. The first is intermittent fasting, and the second is a set of tools that will help you have an easier time and have better results. Why intermittent fasting works. It helps reverse insulin resistance. It reduces sugar and insulin spikes. It shifts the body from using sugar for energy to burning fat for energy. Stored sugar in the form of glycogen is usually used up in 8 to 12 hours. This can vary dramatically from person to person. How to begin fasting? Well, start after your evening meal, unless you're working the night shift. Begin with a 12 to 14 hour fasting window, starting from your last meal. Gradually increase to 16 to 18 hours. You should have no evening snacking, and you can use Unimate unless you are caffeine sensitive. Using Unimate while fasting. Start with half a packet for the first day or two. We recommend this to minimize any reactions. Sip on the Unimate throughout the morning as needed for hunger and sugar cravings. Use until you're ready to eat your first meal, breaking your fast at lunchtime. You should eat protein and healthy fat, fresh fruits and vegetables, beans and whole foods. No juices or processed foods, and have smaller portions if you have a weight elimination goal. Use balance if your lunch is going to be your largest meal. Start with half a dose for the first day or two, 2 teaspoons in a full bottle of water. Drink just before your meal, and drink immediately after mixing because it gets quite thick quite quickly. Balance stabilizes blood sugar and insulin, and it feeds your healthy gut bacteria, your microbiome. After lunch, no grazing or snacks. Using these delay the onset of fat burning. Use Unimate to pacify any hunger. Your evening meal. Again, protein, healthy fats, vegetables, and fresh fruit. If this is your largest meal, use balance before that meal. Some people use a half a packet before each meal if their carbohydrate load in the 2 meals is about equal. This sets you up for a successful fast the next day. After your evening meal, you begin your fasting window. No snacks or food. These delay the onset of fat burning. You may use Unimate unless you are caffeine sensitive. Have a consistent bedtime and wake-up time. Be sure you get adequate sleep every night. We recommend 7 to 8 hours. Your metabolism is shifting. This may happen quickly or gradually. Bodily reactions can occur when you begin. This does not mean that something is wrong with you. It does not mean the process is not working. Most unusual reactions are temporary. You should contact your upline or Bob Huttinga PAC if you have any issues or questions. We are your coaches. What to expect when you begin. Detox reactions can happen for a short time. You might have some headache. You might feel fatigue, but that is usually followed by energy. You might have some brain fog temporarily, but that is followed by clarity. You might have Herxheimer reactions. This is a temporary worsening of some symptom that you might have had before. This will pass. Make sure you're drinking lots of water plus your Unimante. You might have a cold feeling, but again, this will pass. You might notice a fruity or metallic taste in your mouth or on your breath. This is a sign that you are burning fat. That smell is from something called ketones. Don't use any mints or gum, as these may interfere with your fasting. You might start feeling less hunger. You might experience some breakouts like acne or some kind of rash. Usually this is not allergic, but if it persists, you need to contact your healthcare provider. You might notice some mood changes, depression, anger, anxiety, but this soon changes to happier and energetic. You might experience some diarrhea as part of the detox reaction. You might need to reduce the amount of Unimante and balance if you're having diarrhea. Constipation can occur. We recommend that you add a probiotic like Probionic Plus, which is a Unicity product. Increase your balance to 1 full packet before each meal and drink a lot of water. This is usually very helpful to get your microbiome working properly. Occasionally, people experience pain, bloating, or acid reflux. If you have not had a lot of fiber in your diet previously, you might decrease the balance to 1/4 to 1/2 packet for a few days. Fat elimination. Fat elimination might occur rapidly or more gradually. Your body is learning to transition from burning sugar to burning fat. This might take a while. You should give yourself at least 3 months to evaluate your weight elimination. If you are pre-diabetic, have a fatty liver, or have a lot of stored sugar, it may take longer for your body to get into fat burning mode. Gradually increase your fasting window to 18 hours. Reduce the amount of carbohydrates, sugars, and starches in your meals. Be sure you are not snacking during fasting. And focus on getting healthy, not the scale. What about medications? It's important to continue all your current medications. We recommend that you take them away from balance. As your health improves, your healthcare provider can help you reduce your medications. Occasionally, people experience blood pressure drops. If you feel lightheaded or dizzy getting out of a chair or bed, consult your provider. Your blood pressure medicine might need to be decreased. You can also add a little Himalayan or sea salt. Maximize your success. Consistency. This is an important aspect of this whole healing process. Your body loves schedule. If you mess up, no worries, just restart the next day. Commit to at least 3 to 6 months. And use the Feel Great app called Fasting Coach. You can get this on the App Store or Google Play. The power of decision. Do you hope for great results? Or have you decided that you are going to achieve the great results? Commitment to this program is essential. If you have any issues or questions, contact your upline sponsor. You can always contact me at bob.huttinga@gmail.com, or you can text me on Facebook Messenger. Thank you and have a feel great day. Can you hear me, Cheryl?
Yes, I can.
Can you hear us, Bob?
I can't hear you. Oh, I got my sound off.
Bob, you might be on mute.
Yeah, I had my sound turned off.
Okay, I hear you. You hear me?
Yep. So
Okay.
Anybody have any questions, or anybody have a little testimonial that they would like to give? Hey,
Somebody
John?
asked about sugar-free gum.
Cheryl
All right.
said there was a question. I seen it too on sugar-free gum. Um, if that would break a fast.
Yes,
And do you have an answer for that, John?
Well, it really depends on the calories. What we usually say, if it's over 20 calories, it could break an insulin, insulin fast. Um, uh, Unless it's something like fat or something like that that won't spike your blood sugar and insulin. Um, so just be careful with what kind of, you know, the sweeteners too. I mean, even like Diet Pop, there's certain artificial
aspartame.
sweeteners in Diet Pop that actually I did a video on this a while ago where your the chemical in that your pancreas actually thinks that you've ate sugar and it secretes insulin. So crazy.
So,
Have you-
what if I could pipe in? I tell people that they should make sure to look for the natural sweeteners if they are going to choose a mint or a gum that has sweetener in it. To choose something that has natural sweetener. So the things you'd be looking for would be stevia, allulose, or monk fruit. Those are safe ones that will not cause an insulin response. And they're safe for you. They're natural. They're not a synthetic sweetener that is chock full of nasty chemicals that can do other harm, like John was just saying.
So for those of you who are on here, this is Amy Van Houten. She's our upline. And before that was John. And these folks have been extremely valuable as we have been learning about the system and the products. So thank you, Amy.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks like there's another question from Robert there. Bob, it says, is the decaf Unimate just as effective as the regular for achieving our goals?
Yeah, it says just a good anti-inflammatory as the one with caffeine. There's benefits to the caffeine, but if you're caffeine sensitive, then you're going to get those same benefits as if you were on the regular.
Yeah, for sure. And I think the only feedback I've never actually personally tried the decaf. I have gotten some feedback from some clients that have tried the decaf and they really love it. They said that they've noticed that they have a little bit less energy and motivation as they did with the regular, but they said it's still just as effective. So they're enjoying it.
I don't have it yet, but I'm going to have to get the decaf. Not for my morning one, but if I drink Unimate after 5 o'clock at night,
Mm-hmm.
it does bother my sleep.
Sure.
And, I'm a new sleeper, so that really is scary to me,
Mm-hmm.
going from 2 to 4 hours a night to 8, but it does disrupt my sleep. So I'm going to be ordering the decaf.
Mm-hmm. I think
Yeah.
I've heard that from many people who do the decaf in the afternoon instead of the caffeinated. Yep, that's
Yeah.
great.
Can I say something?
Of
I do
course.
I do the decaf all the time because I cannot do caffeine.
Yeah.
But if I take it hardly at all in the afternoon, I don't sleep. So I have to
Oh,
quit
wow.
like 1 or 2 o'clock because I'm awake all the time, and
Mm,
and that's frustrating. I'm just not a
yeah.
caffeine person, so it just
Mhm.
depends.
Oh, you can always
Barb, are you using a whole one?
No, I only use even in the morning, I only use a little bit at a time.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I usually
So
take
you
one
really
all
are
day.
very caffeine sensitive then. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do more in the morning, but definitely our water tastes terrible here. So
Oh.
I just put it in for taste, basically. Yeah. But I have to be careful because I have a hard time going to sleep.
No,
Me too.
I'm
Yeah.
not caffeine sensitive, and I even drink it during the night
Yeah.
because I'm a cookie eater during the night. So I have been, not doing that anymore.
Keeps you out of the cookies.
So I put it in my coffee in the morning because I love the chocolate mint flavor.
Hmm.
Well, that's an
Yeah.
awesome idea.
Now that's
There- there's
caffeine
another
free.
Yeah, there's another product as well, ladies, that is called Fuel, and it's Unimate, and it's a salted caramel, and you can get it right on the Shop Unicity. And a lot of times, I'll put just a quarter pack of that in my coffee, and it tastes like a cappuccino with the salted caramel. It will not break a fast. Carrie doesn't have like MCT oil and coconut oil, I believe, too, so it's very good for your brain health. But
Wow.
that's very good.
Wow. It's
And how
called
do we
Fuel?
get that? We
Yep,
ordered.
it's Unicity Fuel. There's a salted caramel. I think there's another flavor too,
I'll be darned.
the salted caramel is fantastic.
Oh yeah.
It is one of my favorites as well, but they are it's going to be gone soon. So if you wanted to order it, they already took it off subscription. I think that there are a lot of people fighting for it to come back in a hurry, but they actually surprisingly still have some in stock. So if you did want to try it, I would hop on and order it as soon as possible because I don't know how long it'll be there. It's
Yep.
so
Is
good
it
though.
is it a Unimate?
It
Is
is
it a
Unimate. Mhm.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
Just has a different name.
Yep.
Yep.
Fuel.
And
Okay.
Because
what
it
I've
has the
been told,
MCT oil.
yeah, what I've been told is they're actually going to be they're going to be discontinuing this, but I think they're going to be coming out with something even better. So
Oh, okay.
but I would get some way you got it. I mean, I just take a quarter pack, put it right in my black coffee. Oh, it's so good.
I was thinking, John, maybe the mint chocolate brownie was its replacement.
I don't think so. It's
No?
just a Unimate flavor. That one's seasonal as well.
Okay,
That one doesn't have MCT or the coconut or anything like that. But
cool,
Sam said they're more than likely they're replacing it with something better. So
cool.
Are there any other questions or any testimonials? Robert, would you like to talk about your situation?
Sure. Yeah, I've been on the product for probably about 5 weeks now, and actually just got my A1C back today, and I'm down from an 8.2 to an 8, and that's probably like maybe 4 weeks on the product and 3 weeks of doing the double balance.
Awesome.
So yeah, so far so good.
Awesome.
I'm very, very optimistic.
What about, did you get your other lipid panel, like triglycerides, HDL?
Yeah, I got everything. I got most of it back, but not all of it back. But lipid panel is usually always good, so that's
Oh,
why I've
okay.
always have baffled the doctors.
A lot of diabetics have high triglycerides. And
Yeah.
most of the time with this program, they come down really nicely. So,
Yeah, no, most of the numbers were unalarming. Just the A1C, and then blood pressure is always crazy high when I go to the doctor's office. So, those two things are my biggest things I'm trying to tackle.
and do you check it at home?
I check the sugars all the time and then wear a CGM, but for the blood pressure, I kind of gave up on that because I'm not going to take anything for it anyway. So,
The blood pressure after.
Some people have white coat syndrome, and so
yeah,
blood pressures are much higher at the doctor's office.
that's for sure. I've got the wrist cuff at home, and it's definitely lower at home. That's why, I just don't take it at home because like I said, I'm not going to do anything about it. I know as soon as I get the blood sugar down, A1C comes down, I know the blood pressure will come down.
I just
That's been there before.
I just read a scientific article published in the American Journal of American Medical Association Journal that they're going to start revising the blood pressure numbers so that people who are 60 or over They want to see about 145 over 85. They're finding that if older people have blood pressure that's 120 over 70 or 80 like they want, there's a bigger fall risk because they can have episodes of low blood pressure when they get up out of a chair or standing up, getting out of bed.
Absolutely.
So that's a good thing.
No, I always have the belief, right, that the body is self-regulating, and if your blood pressure is high, it's high for a reason. You may not know the reason, but if you treat it with medication, you're just, I don't know, you're not doing the right thing. It's the wrong way to go about it.
Yeah,
Not everybody fits in the cookie cutter lab result.
exactly. Thank you, Robert.
Yep, anytime.
I have something.
Hi, Mike.
How's everybody doing tonight? Anyways, I've been out for a short period of time, since about February 10th. And I was carrying a lot of weight, not a lot, but extra weight in my midsection, my belly. So I lost about 13 pounds. So I'm right back where I want to be.
That's
Probably
great.
a little bit lower than that would be just about right. The brain fog is unbelievable. People think I'm a different person. I could, this is really strange what happened on this. I could write a book, but I'm not going to share that with you tonight. What happened to me? I went to the doctor for a blood test. Okay. I was on LifeWave. Do you guys know what LifeWave is? The patch? Anybody?
Yeah, yeah, some of them do, I'm sure.
Okay. So I was on Grand Rapids Savvy Seniors had a meeting where an MD got up and talked about this little white patch. Here's what can you see this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is not the patch, but something looks like a patch. Well, anyways, for every decade of your life, the patch is supposed to do something for you. So I'm almost 80 years old. So it's 8 months out. So I have a doctor's appointment 8 months out. So I went in there for that. But something happened on the in between. That was March 10th. Bob sent out an email to everybody that was on his email list. That was February 7th. Okay. So I was on that, the Unicity system for a very short time. And I already started losing weight and getting rid of that gut. Okay. So I was acting different. So they thought I was sort of out of it. So that's all I'm going to share with you tonight is that. But it's interesting what happened to me. So, and
Thank you, Mike.
and then brain fog got way better, and then the gut went way better, and so did the skin. So that's it.
Thank you.
Awesome.
I
Cheryl,
don't
you
want
want
to tell my story, but I want to talk about my niece who's been on it about 2 weeks. And prior to going on it, she actually wrote an email to her PA telling him to look at it and then tell her if it's okay if she did it. She is stage 4 kidney failure, a diabetic, overweight, well, obese, taking care of a husband who had a stroke and is in a wheelchair.
Wow.
She did what I did, panicked because who's going to take care of Mark if something happens to me? She's really talked a lot about wanting to get healthy. So the PA called her up and said, I don't see anything wrong with this. Do it. Let me know what happens. So 2 weeks, they've changed her insulin twice, lowered it twice. Her blood pressure went down to where they had to change her blood pressure medication once so far. She is so excited
Yay.
about the product because if these are going in the right direction, she really feels the weight will go in the right direction and eventually it's going to affect her kidneys. And I showed her some videos where people did testimony about, being stage 2 kidney failure and that now their kidneys are working normally and so on. And I also believe that her stress and anxiety has been through the roof. And the Unamate has had a real calming effect on her. You can hear the joy in her voice.
Mhm.
So I'm just thrilled to death for her.
That's very exciting.
Hmm. Yeah.
Well,
All right.
that's the opportunity that we all have to share that with people. And then the joy is that you see that their lives are changing. So very important.
Yeah.
And Cheryl, there are others who were in stages 3 and 4 kidney failure,
Yes.
also that have reversed their kidney
Yes. Yes.
disease also. So
Yeah.
yeah, so I'm glad
Yeah.
that she's feeling
I've
that
heard
hope.
you say that before, Amy, when somebody talked
Yeah.
about theirs.
Hmm.
And was it Scott Harker? Is it Scott Harker
Yeah.
that was talking about, was it his wife that was on anti-anxiety medicine for 30 years?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kim?
Yep.
Is that
Hmm.
him? Yeah.
Yep.
And she doesn't take anything today? I
Right.
mean, come on.
And there's many others. Yep.
Oh,
Many
yes.
others.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
It's
every
exciting.
time I get an example like that and write it down,
I
then
know.
I know who to talk to next.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
You may
Amy,
have seen Alan Kashner on with Scott Harker too, Cheryl. His wife, now Alan reversed diabetes, lost over 70 pounds. Uh, he had a lot of other issues too. But his wife, Kim, for 3 years, was at a stage 3A kidney failure.
Okay.
In like 4 months, she went back, seen her specialist. Well, she had dropped her diabetes medications, basically to where she didn't need any medication anymore. She lost like 40 pounds. But when she went to her kidney specialist that she'd been seeing, he looked at her numbers and he's like, Kim, what are you doing? He goes, you've been at a stage 3A kidney failure for quite some time, and you're headed towards dialysis. And he goes, you have perfect kidney function now. What are you doing? So 6 months later, they went back. He goes, I want to see you in 6 months. Of course, Alan is very detailed. He had the unicity balance,
Oh,
the Unimate printed out from the PDR. And the guy's like, I want to see you again. She went back 6 months later, no more kidney disease. 6 months after that, no kidney disease. So I watched that one firsthand. Alan was
yeah.
the second person I ever had try the product,
Oh,
and it's been
gosh.
life changing for him and his mom, for him and his
Yeah.
wife.
That's
how,
amazing.
how about dialysis? Have you had anybody use this who's on dialysis?
Yeah, it won't hurt. But I can't say, if they get past the point of return. Now, Shannon Davis, you may have seen her, Bob, do some science calls. The last job I believe she was doing before she started doing Unicity full time, she worked in like 50 of the dialysis clinics down in Georgia. She's a registered dietitian. And so if I ever have a question, I can just ask her. But it won't hurt. It won't hurt. But I think what is it? They have to limit their limit their fluid intake a little bit. But it just depends how far gone it is. But it can't hurt. It's not going to hurt them. So
Right.
Hmm.
Thank
we
you.
want to prevent from getting there, because what's sad is Shannon
Yeah.
said it doesn't matter what clinic she would visit, they are running 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And I can't even imagine, having to live the quality of life, having to live like that. So
I was going to ask a question about, I know Cheryl's talked about sleep problems, and I chatted a little bit with Bob today, and I will be 60 next year. And all of a sudden, after menopause, I stopped sleeping. And usually I go to sleep initially, but I get up about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. And I heard you talking about the Unicity, or no, the Unimate, and the caffeine free. So I think I am going to try that, but I'm also going to try Bob, what's the name of Ashwanda?
Ashwagandha.
Ashwagandha. I never say it right. And hopefully that'll help a little bit too, because I think I have more belly fat than I've ever had. And it's disturbing to me.
Menopause belly, right?
Yeah, it is.
Mhm.
And, it's disheartening for me, but I'm hoping that that'll help. But I've tried lots of other things, different cortisol teas, no screen time, trying to go to bed at the same time every night, not watch TV right before bed and all that. So I don't know if anybody else has any helpful tips, but
Robin, is that your name?
my
Robin?
name's Robin. Yeah.
Okay, Robin, how long have you been on the product?
I started February 1st when we were in Florida. We spent the month in Florida. I do believe it was easier there because we went on big walks every morning. I do exercise here a little bit inside. I have a vibration plate and I have some other things that I do as well, but
Yeah.
it's just not the same. I feel like once the weather's nice, probably my sleep will change too. We have a swimming pool. I'll probably swim. I don't know. I'm just kind of when you go from nice warm days and back to Michigan and then we get the cold weather. So I'm struggling a little bit with that. But yeah, the sleep I think is a factor for me on my success, especially with the weight loss. I mean, I feel great. It's making me feel more focused, more energetic, all the good things. So I love the comment. I wrote it down, focus on health, getting healthy and not the scale. I think for me right now, I mean, I'm a grandma. I'm supposed to be a little soft, right? But anyway, I get it. I'm working on it, but I'm not going to kick myself for things going slowly.
Oh, no,
Well,
don't do that. Yeah,
And
don't
what
do
I
that.
like to say, Robin, is, we have, gone through a lot in our lifespan, not taken very good care of ourselves for a long period of time. And if you've started, the beginning of February, you're just scratching the surface. And I like to kind of describe to people, it's like peeling layers of an onion, and there's lots of things going on under the surface that you might not be able to see, but it's working. Just stay consistent, and you'll see some positive things on the scale too once your body's done a lot of the work.
Well,
And Robin, mine happened very quickly on the product as far as the sleeping, about 2 weeks. And I went from 2 to 4 hours to 8, just like that. And I hardly knew what to do with myself. But I'm 77, going on 50.
That's awesome.
And I was an insomniac for 30 years. 2, 4 hours or none. Those were my choices. If I went to sleep and I got up for anything, go to the bathroom, let the dog out, my night was over. And none of it was ever restful. Even if I crashed and slept 7 hours, when I got up, the exhaustion was the same. So hang in there, Robin, because everybody's body is different. And you haven't heard perhaps all of my story, but I was on Zepbound when Bob introduced me to this product. Quit it cold turkey, on it for about 6 months. And so guess when my weight loss started?
So after you
A
went
week
off.
ago. A week ago.
Oh.
So you see, I didn't expect Feel Great I didn't expect to lose an ounce until my own natural GLP-1 kicked in. And it took about 8.5 weeks. But you know what else? I never gained an ounce.
Yeah, I can tell that I'm stronger. I don't know. I know I've lost especially some water weight and such. I had 2 operations last year. I had hip replacement and I had a severe rotator cuff injury. So I had 2 surgeries and I felt like I had still some inflammation from, I don't ever take anything. But I went on narcotics for a few days and, all the anesthesia that went through my body. And I felt like I was still just feeling so unhealthy from that. But I do feel, I know I have lost some. I don't weigh myself every day. I weigh myself once a week. it's better for me. And yeah, and I have lost some. I've probably lost about 7 pounds since February 1st. So that's probably
How's the
okay.
pain in the shoulder?
Amazing.
Yeah, I wish that I had gone to a different surgeon, but I'll leave it at that. I've read some reviews and I hate to do that, it just is what it is. My shoulder, I have pretty good range of motion, but I do still have some pain. But I had 2 full thickness tears and they reattached a bicep tendon and shaved off some other, it was quite involved.
Wow.
So, but I'm better. I mean, I'm a lot better than a lot of people who have had the same surgery. So I don't know what to expect because it's the only time I've ever had that done,
Well, and Feel Great's probably still working on the inflammation.
Yeah. My hip was by far much easier. I'll tell you that.
That's as good as mine.
Uh-oh.
I'll probably have to do this.
Okay. Thank you.
Are you still there?
I'm still here.
Okay. But maybe somebody was trying to call you or something.
Call me.
Anyway.
Oh, yeah, I'm supposed to get a new puppy tomorrow. It's a rescue puppy, so he's probably trying to call me to set that up. I wasn't sure what was happening. Maybe I should say over and out.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. And we'll
Nice
chat with
meeting you,
soon.
Robin.
Yeah, good to talk to you. Thanks for all the tips. Have a good night, guys.
You too, Robin.
I have 2 questions if you have a minute.
Yeah.
One is when you're introducing this to somebody, I like brand new. Okay. I've done it with my family, but I don't know, it's a challenge talking to them sometimes. If I'm meeting with a good friend tomorrow, and how do you bring it up? I don't want to sound like a snake salesman or a used car guy wanting to hit the door first. You know what I mean? So what do you do? Just tell them your story?
Well, what Trent talked about one of our training meetings, he said, just have a casual conversation, ask a few questions, find out where the person is at, see if they have any health issues. You don't have to be pushy or anything like that, but just in a casual conversation, determine if there's, a person has high blood pressure or high cholesterol, or if they have a lot of pain and inflammation. You can just say to them, well, would you interested in something that might help?
Could I just refer them to you?
You can, but it's much better if you learn how to do this yourself.
Well, I don't have any problem with it. I don't care about money. So, I just refer them to you. It's fine.
Well, I'd be happy to talk to anybody, and Amy and John did that for us in the beginning. That's a whole idea about this community. So I'd be happy to talk to anybody, but if you have this casual conversation and you just get a little bit of information, then you have somebody who can really benefit like you have.
Mhm.
I had one other question. Is there any product like whey? I eat a lot of protein. Okay, I just keep the muscle mass up. So is there a product that Unicity has to complement the whole system?
Yeah, they have several. One of them is called Stronghold, and that's really good for helping maintain muscle.
Okay, thank you.
I can send you a link to show you where to get that, Mike.
Okay, thanks, Bob.
Yeah, the stronghold is really great, Mike. And then there's also a brand new protein, chocolate protein powder that's whey. I don't know if you can hear me over. It sounds like somebody has some other conversation going on. So sorry if you can't hear me, but there's a brand new product that's absolutely amazing. If you like chocolate, it's the best chocolate protein powder I've ever had. So that's another option too. If you wanted to implement that, both of those are really, really good.
Okay, thank you.
Amy, are people using that protein product in place of a meal?
Some people are. I don't know that it's meant to be a meal replacement, but it
Uh-huh.
certainly can be. I mean, there's it's added protein. It doesn't have a lot of the other stuff that you would get in in a meal, but
Yeah.
I like to drink it in addition to a meal, because it
Okay.
will break your fast. So I just drink it on the side.
Okay.
Yeah. But I
I
know
just
that
thought
some people,
about,
in a pinch sometimes, I think it would
yeah,
be
if you're
fine.
on the run, you
Yep.
have to run, that
Yep.
would be easier, but
Yep.
okay, just wondered.
Yep.
Any other questions, or anybody have anything they'd like to share with what's going on with them?
I'm really curious, Bob. I don't know who our audience is on here tonight. I know there's been a lot of talk from some that have just started the product or have been taking it for a short while. Is there anyone on here that has not tried the product?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Awesome.
I'm a newbie.
Hi there. What's your name?
Mariana.
Hi, Mariana. And you were invited by someone or saw it online?
Yes, Tanya.
Oh, fantastic. Fantastic.
Up in
So,
Lakeview.
yeah, so tonight, this call is kind of like a Q&A, and we didn't cover a lot of the ins and outs of what the product is and what it's about. But if Tanya sent you this way, it must mean that there are some things going on in your body that she thought, the Feel Great system would benefit you in taking it. And a lot of us are a bunch of people who have found it's absolutely changed my life. In many, many, many different ways. So I don't know if you want to share what things you're struggling with, but we definitely can get you more information even outside of this call. So we'll connect after the call. Let's see. I might need to. I don't know that we'll be able to see who is all on this call. But I can get your information from Tanya too, and we can make sure to get you any information that could be helpful for you.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
And then also too, Amy, we don't have the flyer out yet, but we're going to be having an in-person meeting at the Healing Center next Thursday at 7 p.m. So I
Yeah.
don't know, that we just Lance is working on the flyer, so that will be happening next Thursday and stuff. So, but
Yeah. Are
I've
you
got to
from
run.
that area? Are you from that area when Tanya invited you?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm from Michigan.
Oh, perfect. So Lakeview. So have you been to the Healing Center?
I don't know what that is.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe you knew Tanya from the Healing Center in Lakeview.
Yes, I'm sorry. I see Tanya once a month.
Okay, perfect. Well, John was just saying that we're going to be having a meeting there on Thursday night. So we'll make sure to get you that information, okay?
Okay, great.
Perfect.
Good.
Great.
Is everybody from Michigan or what?
No,
I am.
from all over.
Yeah, from all over. Yeah.
All over?
I am, and
Yeah,
I go to the meetings at the Healing Center over and over and over again because I always pick up new information. So every time they've had one there since I started with the product, dear, I go to every one of them. I can't do this Thursday because I'll be in the air, but
I'm from Michigan. Amy, did you go to school in Greenville, senior high class of 93?
No, I didn't. Do I look familiar?
Yes, and there's that and the name. I went to school with there's several Van Houtens in Greenville.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's fantastic. No, I'm from
I live in
I'm from
Greenville.
Hamilton, Michigan.
Oh,
Okay.
wow. I live in Greenville.
Do you? I grew up in Greenville.
So Bob, I'm gonna jump off, but everybody, we have another call. Bob is gonna help me with in 10 minutes. It's a
Yep.
referral program call. Amy as well, and Lance and Shelby will be on there as well. And so it's a referral program. And all we ask is it's not a matter of if this works. It does work if someone sticks with it, but people are at home praying for this. And we're going to walk through how we're going to cover the planet with the Feel Great system. And we really would love your help. So Bob and Amy can get you the link to that call. I'm going to get the meeting going here in a few minutes, but we'd love to see you on there.
Well, it's been very interesting, and we're going to do these from time to time, just a general Q&A where we can talk to people who have been using the product. So thank you, everybody, and we're going to jump off so we can get on that other meeting.